Welcome back, guys. So today we're back on the Polaris 850s. This one I've just taken the fuel tank out of and drained that and welded the frame up a bit where it was cracked and that. And now it's time to have a look at what's wrong with these engines. We're going to do quite a simple test today. We're going to do a compression test on them, and that will sort of let us know if there's anything wrong inside the engine and give us a bit of an idea of what's going on and if we need to pull them apart. So let's get into it. So the first thing we're going to do is just remove both the spark plugs. Just need a 14mm socket for these ones. Get them out. Now, we're just going to use a little compression tester kit that looks like this. So you got a few adapters, gauge, and this hose here. Just get them out. Now with these adapters, sort of get your spark plug, and these go into your spark plug hole, so see that one's too small. That one there's the right size. Just put your adapter on the end of your hose. There is O-rings on here to seal it up so you get a good test. This gauge just clips on. Just put that down the spark plug hole. Just wind it in. The O-ring seals. Now I've hooked the battery up. So we're just going to wind it over, and this gauge will hold the pressure that we got in there. So I've hooked the battery up. Just have to hook this jump pack up. Wind it till that gauge stops moving. Well, we've got 135 psi on that cylinder. Now the spec is about 200 to 250, so we know that's low on compression. Let's do the same for the rear cylinder. Drain this pressure out first. That's about 130. So they're roughly the same. you only need about 90 psi for it to run, so that's a good test. It's telling us it's low on compression. Okay guys, so we're on the second bike now, the black one, and we'll do the same thing. We'll pull our spark plugs out. Plug that in. Alright, we'll try and wind him over. Jump back up. Okay, so what did we get out of that one? 145. It's a little bit better. For the front cylinder. Bring that all the way down. Okay, let's wind the second cylinder over. Okay, so we're only getting about 100 on that front cylinder, which is pretty low. It's very low actually. So it looks like both these engines will have to come apart and see what's going on. This one's actually a lot worse than the rest. So that's how you compression test these engines. It's quite a simple test to do before you start pulling the engine apart, and it gives you a little bit of an idea of what's going on inside the engine. Low compression can be caused by a few things. It could be just dust in the engine, wearing the rings out. There could be a hole in the piston. The bores could be worn and they actually become oval and not round anymore. A piston could have picked up and scratched the bore, letting compression pass. This red bike here, it's got even compression on both cylinders, so it's more likely to be just worn rings from getting dust in the engine or something like that. And that would also cause the oil to come past the rings and pressurise the crankcase and pump oil out the breather. This other engine, they said there was a knocking noise in it on the black bike, and there could possibly be a hole in the piston, or it's picked up on the bore, or say the gudgeon pin or something is worn out and causing a knocking sound. Now that we've done that the compression test, we know that these engines have to come apart. So I hope you've learnt something today. Please like, leave a comment, subscribe, and stay tuned if you want to see these engines being pulled down and what's going on the inside. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.